Your forecast of the weekend is just hours away, and it has been hot the last couple of days. The big question is, will this weather stick around?
It will stick around, so we're still expecting these above normal temperatures each day. So heading into the weekend, into next week. In fact, next week we're going to be keeping an eye on the potential of our first 90-degree day of 2022. So today, it's not going to be that. We are starting off mild to warm this morning. Chattanooga is still in the 70s right now, so 72 degrees. Most of the rest of the area in the 60s, although the further to the east you go, a little bit cooler, 50s in place. But also notice that 59 in northwestern Bledsoe County. Winds from the south at 5 miles per hour. Here's what we're expecting then as we progress through the day today. So at 9 a.m., 70 degrees. Those locations that are in the 60s now, you're already going to be warming up pretty quickly this morning once the sun rises again. Partly cloudy skies through the day today, 78 degrees at 1 o'clock. So it's not going to be quite as warm this afternoon. We're looking at those high temperatures in the low 80s instead of the mid 80s, but still that's above what's normal by a couple of degrees for this time of year. Now there will be a chance for this afternoon into the evening time of a couple of isolated showers and storms to pop up across the area. Certainly not widespread, but do keep that in mind. And I'm going to show you the map momentarily of that breakdown depending on where you live from east to west. At 7 o'clock, 80 degrees, and then 9 p.m. it's still in the 70s at 73. So it will be a warm evening ahead. I know we're beginning to get in graduation season, so there may be a few high school graduations this evening. Temperatures are going to be warm outside for that. Now we could really use the rainfall. This is the new drought monitor that was released Thursday morning. So yesterday morning, right after our newscast, it came in a couple of hours after the newscast ended, and you'll see an expansion of this yellow indicating areas that are abnormally dry. So we really could use this rainfall. Unfortunately, we're not looking at widespread significant rainfall that's going to impact the entire area when we're dealing with the next week ahead. So what are those rain chances by location for today? You'll notice for our far eastern communities, pretty slim to none. So just giving you about a 10% probability that you could see a spotty shower, but the great majority of the area within that window probably staying dry today. That middle zone of our viewing area, that's those isolated chances at 20%. Where we do see that bigger jump up is off to the east. So 50% chance that if you're in our eastern communities, especially Cherokee County, Polk County, Fannin, and Gilmer County, so these four right here, you're probably going to see some showers or storms at some point this afternoon into the evening time as they get going. So here's a check of our current clouds and radar. Not a whole lot of activity that's happening. We do have this cold front further off to the west of us. There's this low pressure system we've been watching for the past couple of days that's still there off of the Atlantic coastline. That's going to push some additional moisture and energy into our area. That's what's going to trigger those showers and storms in the eastern mountains first that will then slide a little bit into our region. Right now, we're just basically dealing with some scattered clouds. So as we go through the morning time, generally dry, that mix of sun and clouds. Here's this afternoon about 2, 3 o'clock, beginning to see some of these showers firing up. But notice as we progress through the rest of the afternoon, that activity is expanding again for Gilmer, Fannin, Polk, and Cherokee County. So more likely in those locations that you will see some rainfall. Drier, having that mix of sun and clouds in those valley locations. Notice this is about 6 p.m. for this evening, and that'll continue into the evening hours, but then really dwindle down overnight. Now for Saturday and Sunday, we're going to continue to have that mix of sun and clouds. So generally partly sunny skies both days, and there will be some chances for the afternoon and evenings, but even some morning time activity of some scattered showers and storms. Now it's not going to be super organized. Again, we're not looking at that widespread rainfall, but those chances both on Saturday and Sunday at about 30%. So keep that in mind for your weekend outdoor plans. It's not going to be a washout by any means, but you may end up with a downpour, and because of the warm temperatures, yes, those thunderstorms. So if you hear thunder, if you see lightning, you'll want to go inside. So how much rainfall are we looking at? Well, FutureCast rainfall just for the day today, you can certainly see those higher totals off to the east and then very splotchy everywhere else outside of that. Then pushing through, adding on Saturday on top of that. Let's now add Sunday on top of that. We're starting to get a little bit better of coverage, but it really will depend on where some of those storms pop up, how much you get. Some locations may not receive anything or just a trace, while other spots may pick up over an inch of rainfall depending on some of those heavier downpours and storms that do develop. Now, as far as the humidity goes when you're outside enjoying those non-rain times, today is technically still going to be in the comfortable category, but it'll be in the upper 50s as far as those dew points, spiking a little bit for this weekend, having a drop on Tuesday. Tuesday looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day, and then rising back up on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Also rising back up on Wednesday and Thursday next week. Those high temperatures, check that out. 90 degrees forecasted for Wednesday and Thursday. So if you like the warm weather, Well, it's going to be here for the next week ahead. So 83 for your high temperature today, those partly sunny skies, generally in the mid 80s when we're looking ahead to Saturday and Sunday with a few of those scattered showers and storms. Tuesday next week looking really nice, mid 80s, a lot of sunshine, and then we get that little spike up Wednesday and Thursday at 90.
Really, really not a bad forecast, but definitely a week to consider watering your plants a little bit extra. I've been doing that throughout the week.
That's a wonderful idea. And again, that abnormally dry area when we're looking at that drought monitor has expanded. So especially in those locations, keep that in mind.
All right, Allison, thank you.